G'day Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. And I've not been doing as much recently. I've been working my my backside off, and sometimes I'm just not mentally up to it. In fact, doing this video now is requiring me to exert some effort. 51 still ain't fixed it, but I thought, well, the North London derby, you can't just ignore that one, Paul, so here we go. So yes, I didn't do a watch along because I had a flat tyre in the car. Cut my hand open whilst replacing it, and just thought, you know what, sleep is more important than football. But I did wake up just as the game finished, so I thought, I'll watch it now. Because if I don't watch it now, if I just wait till the morning, I'll just look at the results and I'll spoil it. So I watched the game, and you know what? I thought we did pretty well. I don't know if pleased is the right word, but we gave it a damn good go to Tottenham Hotspur, and I was pretty impressed with the way that even 3-0 down, we didn't give up. We kept on trying, and you know, at the end of the day, we nearly got something out of the game. But my overall impression is that you could kind of see that Arsenal are nearer the finished article than we are. They seem to have a bit more understanding going on between each of their players on the pitch. So I think that's where we're at the moment. But that also gives me hope, because I think technically we have got some better players than Arsenal. Not all of them, but some players are technically better. So when we get that understanding going, I think we're going to be much better than Arsenal. But the way the game went last night, we had a lot of possession. We played some very good football. We didn't get very lucky at all with refereeing decisions, but as usual, I'll preface my whinge by saying that it didn't affect the result of the game. We did have a goal marginally offside. Mickey van der Ven, to me, is one of those ones, camera on one side onside, camera on the other side offside. Benefit of doubt to the striker. So bit hard done by about that one. Also the penalty call before Saka scored, which would have resulted in that goal being cancelled. I thought that was a decent shout for a penalty as well. And the one where Kulu just got whacked, I don't know how the referee didn't see that. So the refereeing was subpar. But in fairness to Arsenal, I think they look more complete than us. I think Ange is getting a little bit, what's the best way to phrase this? If I say maybe short of patience, that's probably a bit too extreme, but it's on that spectrum, some of his comments after the game, where, you know, some players are getting it and some players aren't. Also, Romero had a fantastic game as usual. Him and Van der Ven were great. Romero is a class defender, and Ange said it would be good if we could put some of Romero into some of the other players. So there's some players at Tottenham that are wearing their welcomes a little bit thin at the moment. I think it could be that, or perhaps Ange wanted more to empathise with the fans, because it is well, it's like the most important game of the calendar, really, outside of any cups and things like that. So maybe to pay respect to how some of us may be feeling at the moment. Now, if you contrast the way we played last night compared we played against Arsenal in the same fixture last year, it was night and day. But it's clear that we have got a little bit to go. I don't think it's a huge amount, but we've got a little bit to go. It's that we're in the realm of fine margins now, where little things make big differences, because that's the only thing that separates. When you're right at the tippity top and you're vying to become one of the best teams, everyone's kind of pushing at the limit of what football can do and what athletes can do. It's one thing to get near that, but then to get above it and to be the best requires a significant amount more effort as you start driving out of complacency and fine-tuning everything to give you every possible chance of getting a result in the game. So we're knocking on the door at the moment of that. And I thought, you know, I like the attitude compared to the Newcastle game, where I think there was a bit of standing around and our heads were going down. I think even at 3-0, I mean, I kind of thought the game was going to go. I thought, oh, we could be annihilated here. But the boys did well to get it back to 3-2 and give us a shout for something. It's a great goal by Romero and a fantastic penalty by Heung-min Son. Ange made quite a lot of substitutions last night. I think there's some statements in some of those. But at the end of the day, we didn't win. We didn't win, unfortunately. Maybe Arsenal got a few tricks. Nah, they're still going to choke, man. They're still going to choke. Still, we got what we got left. We've got Chelsea on Friday. Hopefully, I'll have my head right to do a watch along for that, but I can't promise anything at the moment. We've got Chelsea, then we've got Liverpool, Sheffield United, Manchester City, Burnley. So a mixed bag of games. 3 easy ones, including Chelsea, and 2 difficult ones. But this is the test, isn't it? This is the test of the season. You can see teams like Liverpool starting to perhaps fade a little bit as they get into the final straight. Also, I mean, Liverpool conceded from a corner. I don't hear too many people saying, oh, Liverpool need a set-piece defensive coach, which is, I'm not watching Spurs stuff as usual. I've got enough on my plate without delving into that. But I suspect that's what's going on, set-piece, blah, blah, blah. And I agree with what Ange is saying. It's like, well, you know, there's just one kind of symptom of the whole team at the moment. We're at 92%. We're not at 100%, so nothing's going to be, you know, quite right. But I think we showed enough about us that, well, you could see just by the way Arsenal celebrated at the end of the game. I think there was a lot of relief in that, because we did come close to clawing back a 3-0 deficit, which I can't see a Spurs side of last year or the last few years doing anything like that under normal circumstances. So yeah, as I was watching the game, I came to resign the fact that, you know, we're going to lose it, but I still came away feeling all right, you know, all right. That there's obviously areas where we can get better, but there's also areas that we're pretty damn good as well, pretty damn good. And I think it's just a question of players building up that connection with each other. When we manage to do that, then we can untap all their technical goodness. But we're not quite there yet. 5 games to go, and we'll see if we can get closer to it by the end. And then Spurs are coming down to Melbourne, which is probably why I'm working so hard at the moment, because I'm just trying to get my head cleared, have a couple of days off, and it ain't happening at the moment with mechanical failure and stuff like that. But anyway, enough about that. I'll still be going. I don't care. I've still got Eric Dyer over here. Look at this. He's on a break from Munich. Anyway, folks, till Chelsea. I hope everyone else is enjoying it all right. I mean, I thought there was a lot to enjoy out of the game apart from the result. As always, peace and love, folks. Peace and love, and come on, you Spurs.